Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started.
Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woohoo! Yes. Oh my. Wow, studio audience, you guys have a lot of passion, a lot of energy today. You know why? Because it's episode 100. 100. I know. I can't believe it either. 100? Oh my goodness. Today's episode theme: one person can change everything. It just takes one person, one episode at a time, and we're here at episode 100. And of course, it's your host, Patty Setiatti, and I have the privilege of showing you all multi-passionate people that I have the pleasure of connecting with. They bring positivity to this world, and they inspire you to pursue your personal paradise. Arigato, salamat pagi, all that good stuff. All the languages, see? Hi, you know, we're multicultural out here on The Patty Show, you know. Today's episode is going to be a fun one, like I said, episode 100. You're just going to have to watch. But before we watch this episode, I just want to shout out my previous guest, episode 99. I want to thank my multi-talented Indonesian-American actor, producer, stunt coordinator, teacher as well. Overall great human, my brother, Victor Mambu. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Victor. You're the boy. That was our first time meeting in person, but it felt like I've known him for years. He's hustling out there. He worked with Colin Farrell, actually. Wow. Yes, I believe it already came out. Sorry if I spoiled it. Sorry. It's on.
We'll take that on post.
Yeah, we'll take it on post. But it's on Apple TV. What's the name of the show? You can find it on the episode. Why don't you find it on episode 99 of The Patty Show? But this man, Victor, he's doing a lot of great work. We have some collabs coming up soon. He's in it for the game, the long run, and we're so grateful for you. An amazing teacher out there. And speaking of...
Good segue.
Thank you. Amazing teachers. Okay, this man needs no introduction, okay? He is the 2015 Bridgeport Public Schools Teacher of the Year. Don't play with my boy over here, okay? Winner of the Lawrence W. O'Toole Teacher Leadership Award. $15,000 grants, y'all. Okay, don't play. It was online. That's why
you did your research.
I didn't just air out his tax information. IRS, don't find him. He is a pioneer. Pun intended.
Sacred Heart. You're good.
And it's also a P word because, that's what The Patty Show is, alliteration. He's a pioneer in everything he does, from his work in theater, directing, producing, basically, giving all his passion for the Central Players. Oh my goodness. All the productions, which included a regional world premiere. Don't forget about that one, y'all. Was it 2015, 2016? Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll go back to that.
Yeah.
And you've seen him on his TED Talk at Yale University, as he also received the Yale Educator Award. This guy, my goodness, I can keep listing stuff. I can go on and on, y'all. But most of all, he's the man that believed in me. Give it up for the Dean of Students of Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts.
You got it.
Shaun Mitchell, my man. Woo, my God.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, man, don't
Patrick.
blush too much. I'm so grateful to have you finally on The Patty Show. If you could give a little
happy to be
intro
here.
to everybody, I already gave a lot of gas, but start with the background, hobbies, of course, how we know each other, and do your thing, my man.
Yeah. You did mention a whole lot of good things already.
There's still more, guys. There's still more.
There's a lot. You did your research. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So my name is Shaun Mitchell. I was a Bridgeport teacher for about 10 years. I started in 2009.
10 years? So you started when you were 5 years old, basically?
Yeah. 5 years old.
He looks super young, guys. Look at that.
With this sunburn. Yeah, it's good.
You had a fun time in Disney. Shout out to Disney.
Sure did. Yeah,
Disney kid.
When was your freshman year at Central?
2012, I believe, yeah. Because I
2012.
graduated 2016.
Okay, so I was 3 years in at that point.
Oh my God. You were like a vet at that point. I feel like.
That is when I hit
seriously.
my stride. Yeah.
That was a perfect time.
It was a really good
There you
time
go.
because my first year was really, really rough. I did not think I was going to hack it, and I actually almost quit several times, which I don't think you knew that. But we can talk
Definitely.
about that.
We're going to, wow. Well, I'm glad you didn't, because I don't think we would have episode 100.
We wouldn't
of the
be right
Patty
here,
Show,
at least, yeah.
Literally. It's just crazy.
You'd still be doing your thing, but we wouldn't be here.
I don't know. We'll talk about it soon.
So I taught English for 10 years. I started the curriculum for African American literature.
Wait,
Yeah. So
If you guys aren't watching this on video,
I am white.
he said it. He said it. Okay, don't cancel me yet.
So that was actually a big part of my journey as a teacher. Like, they hired me to be an English teacher, and I had no idea what I was going to teach. And they're like, "Here's your schedule," and it said African American literature.
You're like,
what?
You're like, do you see what I'm seeing? Like,
and this was like 2009, right? So like, I think in today's context, that probably would not fly as well. And then when I did leave, an African American teacher took over, and I thought that just felt right to me. But you know, it was what it was at the moment, and I dove right into my education outside of that, and I got the Norton Anthology of African American Literature.
there we go.
And that's what my TED Talk is really about. Like, I dove headfirst into the culture, and it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences of my life, and so it was great. So I loved making that curriculum, and then over the time, it eventually turned into an AP African American Literature.
Wow!
Shout out to Dr. Inekwe.
Dr. Inekwe, shout out to you.
She believed
always,
in me.
You know, she always says happy birthday to me on LinkedIn.
She's the best.
She's the best.
She's a real estate agent now.
I need to hit her up. She needs to be on the Patty Show. I'm gonna have to get you on the show.
You do need to get her.
I have so many people from Central. I gotta get Preston. I have to have you on the show. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the whole crew. You know,
get the whole crew.
We'll get a round table.
We'll get a panel. Yeah.
We could, okay. You're teasing on the Patty Show episode 500. You know?
Yeah. So it was great. I mean, it was a great journey being a teacher. Along the way, I met you. You came on audition for the Central Players. We did. How many shows did we do together? I can't even count them all.
Okay, let me see if I remember. The first one that we ever worked on was the wait, hold on. Was the Christmas thing before Almost Man or after?
Oh my God! Remember we did that, and you guys all popped out.
Yeah, out of the
chimney.
Out of the chimney.
We did like a retelling of the night before Christmas, and we got like 12 of you, and we had this tiny little box, and they wheeled it out on stage.
Yeah,
it actually was a really cool effect.
It was, and it was probably like this distance actually, like where we are right now.
So, and they all just like really crammed in there, and then they all popped up one by one. And by like the fourth one, the audience was like, "How many people?"
Yeah, it's like, "How is this even possible?"
Yeah, and you guys just kept going.
Yeah, everyone just
going.
Woo, woo.
And you were so gung ho about it. You were just like, "Yeah, let's do this. We can do it." And I didn't believe in myself a lot, and this is where you helped me as an educator, because you were always just like, "We could do it," and we did it, and it was awesome. It was such a cool experience. Yeah, that was super helpful.
That was a fun one.
That was, I think, the first thing we ever did, right?
Right, I think so. And then Almost Maine was that.
Almost Maine was that spring. Yep.
Yeah, Almost Maine, basically like an ensemble cast.
It was the
ensemble. So many, how many was like 30? The cast was massive. I was looking at our old picture and it was like...
It was massive. We had a lot of crew too behind the stage.
Yeah.
And you did the villain scene.
Oh my God, you're taking me back.
With the
tattoo.
That was a great scene.
That was a fun one. That was a fun one.
I remember sitting in rehearsals and I was like, he could do this. He's really good. Yeah, I remember. That was a great time.
Man, you're taking me back. Man, we're going to have a lot of flowers section on the Patty Show. Flower section.
A lot of flowers.
They haven't fully grown yet, but they're blossoming right now in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for you for those opportunities, because this is just me going back. But when I moved to the States again, because me and Arnold were like in Indonesia, going to school there for a couple years, and then coming back to Central High School, which we will unpack. Well, yeah, we love Central, but like the urban environment is very something
different.
That
it's jarring.
Not everyone has like experience, but it was such a culture shock. And then come there sophomore year, still not knowing what I wanted to do for college or anything, having you as my theater teacher, and then directing, and then just like having the opportunity to do that role was just, it really changed everything for me. Because I remember this distinct moment. I don't know who the person was in the audience. One of the show dates, I think it was like a Saturday. I remember this being a Saturday.
Okay.
Somebody like pulled me to the side, like, "Hey man, you did really good. You remind me of like Jimmy Fallon." And that's what I want to do. Tonight Show type of vibe. That's all I need. And I was like, I don't even know this guy. I also can't remember if he was black, white, Asian. It was just like an entity that I remember. Like that's like, okay. Okay.
That was what you needed to hear in that moment.
Yeah, and it just gave me that, the passion just kept growing. Now we're here on episode 100.
Yeah.
And so many more other amazing projects, which we will get through eventually. Like, there's so much out there, I feel like we could talk forever. I do want to go in reverse a little bit more.
Totally, yeah.
Jersey Boy.
Jersey Boy. I am from New Jersey.
He sometimes forgets.
I'm like, wait, the Broadway musical? No,
He's like,
I am.
good.
I forget because I've lived in Connecticut for so long.
I know, that's
right
what,
now.
yeah. I almost forgot you were Jersey too. I was like,
I know. Can't forget my Jersey roots.
of course, come on.
Yeah, I
Crestkill?
grew up in Crestkill, New Jersey. Look at you.
The Seas?
Small little town. So tiny.
Where is Crest? I don't think I've ever been.
It is in Bergen County. If you ever cross the George Washington Bridge, it's about maybe 10 minutes north of that. It really small. My graduating class was 83 kids, like total.
Really? For high school?
For
83?
high school, yeah.
That's like one of our classes in
Central, yeah.
We've had a class
I think that was actually our acting one class.
Yeah, right? Because people wanted the easy A.
That's right. Really easy.
Or the playwriting class.
Oh my gosh. Some of those kids. Like, why are you here?
Yeah, oh man, that was a funny one. We gotta talk about that.
That was fun. But that was actually great.
Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, New Jersey though, man.
Yeah.
You were like born and raised there most of the time?
Born and raised there in Crestkill. I knew Milford, which is like 2 towns over. I was born in, and then my parents moved to Crestkill. I was born in Englewood Hospital.
Okay.
And,
only child or?
No, I have an older brother,
Shout
Jason.
out Shout
out to Jason. He worked for the New Orleans Saints for a long time.
That's why you represent the Saints, huh?
Yes.
There we go.
I went to New Orleans a lot in my college and when I was teaching.
Yeah, New Orleans is such a fun time. I recommend everyone go.
Yeah, New Orleans is awesome.
My first time I went was right before COVID.
And you texted me for like the recommendations.
Yes, you gave me the best ones. But I'll be honest with you, I forgot everything because I was drinking too many fish bowls. Oh man!
In fact, we had a hurricane last night. It was really good.
Sorry, moms. You didn't watch this part. We're talking about hurricanes.
Like, yeah.
And then fish bowls like the fish.
Yeah, where you put fish.
Of course.
Yeah.
But no, New Orleans it's just so much to do.
So much to do.
I love places like that.
It's such a beautiful city. There's so much to do. There's so much history, the jazz music, the architecture.
Oh my food is amazing.
Beignets,
oh my goodness.
It's so good.
You know how many times I went to Dumont? I went a little too much over there.
And their chicory coffee.
Oh my, everything's just so good. New Orleans, man, I love New Orleans.
So that was really great. I love that. That was super instrumental in my years as a teacher, at least.
Okay, Jersey boy, but you traveled a lot to Jamaica, I saw.
Oh my God, stop it. Did you see the box braids?
Yes, of course.
So today, that's called cultural appropriation. I would never, that was in 2nd grade, so
it's okay, you were young enough.
Maybe.
You know, it's okay.
The funny story about that is it's really bad, actually.
Tell us about it.
So my dad, he was looking for pot in Jamaica, and there was a guy who was selling it in seashells in the ocean, and so he was just looking either for money or for like shampoo from the hotel. So my dad would bring him things, but then he was also like, you and your wife can get her hair braided right next door, like next to the resort. We had to go kind of outside of the resort around a fence. And my mom took me with her. She got her hair braided, and they boxed my braids in my little hair, and it was great.
It's tough because the picture, if you were older and did that,
oh my God, it'd be terrible.
Definitely.
I'd be canceled.
100%.
Yeah.
But in your defense, I feel like it came in full circle.
I was in 2nd grade, had no idea what I was doing. Now I'm married to a Jamaican man, so I think it goes.
Wagwan, everybody.
It's full circle.
Shout out to the Jamaicans out there. We love our beef patties. Patty.
I can never call you Patty. You will
I know.
always be
I know. It just rolls off the tongue now. On
it does.
Patty said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it started picking up in like near the end of high school.
Yes.
Because some of my friends were just like, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like Patrick's so formal.
My husband likes to say Patty said yaddy now. It rolls out the tongue.
Thank you. I'm glad it's working.
It does.
Good.
It
The
does.
Patty show. Because the Patrick show has got a,
Yeah, no, that's like,
I know, yeah. The Patty show is actually funny because I actually have a new client that's Jamaican also. She's like, Patty, like the Jamaican. I don't want to do the accent because I can't get canceled either. We just hit episode 100.
Yeah, we're not getting canceled.
We're not getting canceled. Box braids were cute though. Little Mitch over there looking hot.
Yeah, I mean that was like a big family vacation.
Wow, awesome.
It was great. We never had gone that far before as like a family, and I'll never forget that vacation. It was super cool.
I think just traveling in general, opening your eyes, especially at such a young age, is so important.
It did.
You burst your bubble.
That's
like
one of my P's for passion. Like travel is a really big, important part of my life, and I think it started there. Like there and like Wildwood, New Jersey, we would always take every summer. We would go to Wildwood, New Jersey is like a seaside town near Cape May, very tip of New Jersey at the end. Every summer we went there, and like that was the beginning of my travel, and it was great. But yeah, Jamaica was something. We climbed Dunn's Rivers Falls.
Oh my goodness, I still haven't been yet. You gotta send me the recommendations.
Oh yeah, you gotta go. It's a lot of fun.
I've only been in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I love Puerto Rico, so fun. I'm going to Belize soon, though. Belize.
I went to Belize.
Oh my,
it was a lot of fun.
This is my travel sensei, theater travel sensei over here. No, we definitely have to talk because I'm going to be there for like a pretty long weekend. My friend's getting married, so bachelor party, you know.
We were in like Roatan area, but like it was great.
I was doing a little research. There's like a place called Ladyville.
It was not there.
I don't know.
That sounds great.
I think it's near the airport because we're looking for accommodation right now. That's why it's in the back of my mind. I'm like, I have to do this after, actually.
Good. It's part of the to-do list.
It's a to-do list. Two different things. But after Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
You ended up in college somehow in
Sacred Heart University. Go Pioneers.
Pioneer. What's your symbol? Do you guys have a symbol?
I don't know what we have. We have Big Red now. That's our mascot. He was not there when I was there.
They changed them?
No, there was just no mascot. So when I went, it was like no shade. It was like a glorified high school. It was a commuter school, and then it started to really blow up. A couple of kids in my high school had gone, and we went on a college tour in high school to check out a couple. Like we saw Sacred Heart. We did like the Connecticut schools.
Fairfield?
Quinnipiac, Fairfield, yeah.
A lot of Jersey kids go to Fairfield. Yeah, seriously.
Jersey and Long Island. It's it's a great distance.
Yeah,
like I was only like an hour and a half from home, so if I needed to come home, I could.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like,
and you're far enough that you're separate.
Yes, I had like my freedom, which I needed. And they just had a really great education program. At the time, they had this like laptop incentive where if you came, they gave you a laptop. So I didn't have to buy one.
Okay.
They refreshed it, gave you a brand new one at the end of your sophomore year.
Oh my God.
And then when you graduated, you can keep it.
What?
And so it was I was like, this is it, done deal.
You're like, that's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
I like the way you think, man.
Yeah, I was always trying to be frugal, like just looking out.
Hustler.
Trying.
He's my adopted dad, as you can see from the reflection.
When I smile.
When he smiles. Yeah, the energy. But there's also many flowers again. Many flowers.
Yes.
This guy always took care of me in high school. I mean, the rides with a 1975 were always so memorable to me.
That was back in the day. Like today, you can't do that anymore. Like it's just like that was a keystone for you to be a part of the program. Like I know it was really hard for kids to do Central Players because rides were not readily available. But like that was important that you were a part of it.
I mean, it was like divine intervention or whatever. It was perfect time because literally, like, you know, my dad would always be working, and then
always working.
I lived like close enough but far enough that like the buses weren't the best, so it was
and that would have been like an hour ride or walk.
Yeah,
you walked it in the dark. In
Bridgeport, the best place in the world.
It is a great place. I still live there, so it's gotta be good.
Shout out to Bridgeport. But for the people that don't know Bridgeport, because I feel like whenever I tell people like in LA, I don't tell them it's Compton, you know.
No.
But I try to tell it like it could have been Compton, but it's better.
I like to say it has a lot of potential, and it does.
It does.
It really does. And what it makes me really happy is like it's getting there. Like they just put in that amphitheater, and they're getting great like artists to come in there every summer. Yeah. I still haven't been.
You haven't been to the amphitheater yet?
I still haven't been to the amphitheater yet.
There's some good art. Yeah, I think Khalid was there recently.
He was
crazy.
There recently. Yeah, I know. There's some really cool people that have been there. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. It's right there. Like Seaside is beautiful.
Seaside's really
I go
nice.
running there all the time. Like
you take a little bike ride over there.
Bike ride. I mean, when I'm not working in the summer, I'll sit my butt down and read a book.
Yeah, and it's also easy. The parking's not too bad, and you can even
easy parking. Yeah, so like
LA. Shout out LA. We love LA, but that parking.
The parking. Let's have a chat.
I know. Yesterday when we saw each other, he's like, "You said this is free? You sure?"
Like free parking?
You
I'm
sure?
in.
I'm in. That's all you have to say. It adds up. I'm telling you.
I know. We parked for 2 hours. It was $25.
Oh, great.
To go. Yeah,
great. You know, just working hourly, right?
It's fine. It's all good.
No, it's actually great. LA lifestyle. You know, I'm so blessed to be here, but
wild.
Completely different from Bridgeport.
Yes, but Bridgeport it has a lot of great potential, and I do enjoy living there. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but it's a great vibe. I'm on the north end, which is really a nice area.
Yeah. North End's actually closer to Sacred, right?
It is. I really haven't left that area, which is
love it,
kind of great. Yeah, because my roommates, like, we lived in Bridgeport, we lived in Fairfield, Trumbull. Like, we never really left the Sacred Heart area.
Oh, you guys lived, like, off-campus housing kind of thing?
Yeah, so I lived with Lou. Shout out to Lou. Lou and I lived together for, like, 8 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Between, like, 2 years of college and then 6 years afterwards. He's a teacher in Westport. And so we had the teacher connection. We still work out all the time together.
I love that. Those are those lifelong memories, you know, college and all that schooling and everything.
Yeah, it is really important. That's a big connection for me.
Oh my gosh, shout out to all the people out there. Oh my goodness. Pioneers.
Yeah, go Pioneers.
Pioneer. You embody the pioneers when you got that Pioneer Award
Wow.
in 2005.
What kind of research have you done
How
here?
did you achieve this award? What do you have to do? Like a dance? Like, I know it was like a minimum GPA of 2.5 or something.
Oh my God, was it really?
I think so.
I didn't even know if there were stipulations to this
That's
award.
what I saw.
Okay, that makes
this
sense.
This is actually, we're quizzing you right now.
I did have a really good GPA in college. I did graduate with 3.8 GPA.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
it's pretty solid.
Hey, actually, we're kind of I think I actually ended up with 3.0.
Same area?
Yeah, like 3.7.
You were always really smart.
Well, I'll tell you, I almost, that first year, first gen.
Nobody ever talks about freshman year.
Oh.
No.
I almost failed my philosophy class. I didn't even know what we were talking about.
Nobody knows what they're talking about in philosophy. That's part of
How
philosophy.
are you going to give me a D in philosophy?
You just start saying things like this grass. It's like the earth. It's
I'm
like
like-
life itself.
I'm like, this is a this. I'm like,
This is life.
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Oh, my Lord.
I don't know how I got that, but I think it had something to do with Denise Tiberio. Love you, girl. She's another really important person in my life. She's the dean of students now. She was the associate dean of students
Oh my God, that's
when
amazing.
I worked for her. Now she's the full-on dean at Sacred Heart.
Amazing.
I worked for her office.
Mm.
She was at the student life office. I don't even know how. I think she just saw me and my pluckiness, and I got my work study job there.
Yeah.
And I loved working for her office because she planned the concerts at Sacred Heart, so we always got to
get
get
a
all
little
the
sneak peek of who coming.
yeah. And I was always a runner, so anytime like the artist needed something, I'd run out and go get it. And it was just a lot of fun.
a little production side. See, you got a little bit of everything
And then,
over
so
here.
she then got me into orientation, and I was the orientation chair. I ran orientation
goodness,
at Sacred
no
Heart University
way.
for 2 years.
Wow.
And she was my boss. We had a great budget. She was such a great leader for me and an inspiration for me. And she's great. I love Denise. She's
Shout
the
out.
best.
So orientation, that's a tough thing to handle, man. I mean,
It is, but I also loved it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was an orientation leader, and then I ran it for the 2 years after that. Because I remember orientation as like an incoming student.
Mhm,
Like I loved what they did for us. They really made you feel at home. Like connection is important in life, right? And I know you talk
Absolutely.
about that a lot.
Mhm.
But like to feel welcome, to feel like somebody's got your back, it made my jump to college successful.
Mm.
And like I don't think without that I would have stayed. Because I get homesick. Like I'm a mama's boy. Love you, mama. And so I always wanted to be around her. But these people made me feel at home. Like this is my place. And I wanted to replicate that then for future incoming students.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, shout out to my new student leader, Emily. I love the
So you
energy.
even
know what
remember
I'm
her
saying?
name.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's my-
I think it's important.
Yeah, because I ended up doing the Latin dance club with them and everything. Wepa,
See?
hey,
That's
Dominican
how you
Republic
get
is next. Hey,
involved.
that's the thing too. Involvements.
Yes.
You were in a lot of things in college. A
I was in a lot of things in college.
little too much.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you find that balance of like getting the 3.8 GPA and doing all the things while still like pursuing your degree?
It's a good question. So, I mean, I'm going to be fully honest. I was like kind of a nerd. I wasn't a huge like partier. I was not.
I don't know about that.
I mean, true.
You don't remember this bit?
There is a picture of me in senior year, I think. We're on a party bus. I think it was senior week. I'm singing into a microphone. I'm pretty sure I was like 3 sheets to the wind. But those were rare occasions. Like by my third like house party in college, I was over
like,
it.
yeah.
Like this, who wants to be doing this? Like beer pong, I don't know who invented that, but the fact that you have this wet
I know.
ping
I
pong
know.
ball rolling
And
on a
people
dirty
make
floor.
different rules. Like you can like put your hand in.
But
the
then
whole
you
thing.
but that was on the floor, and you're
Yeah.
gonna drink
and then you're
that now?
drinking it. Yeah.
No, thank you. I was over it pretty quick.
And there's that other like cup one where they just put like the middle cup with all the.
No, thank
that
you.
was crazy.
Yeah. So that was not my jam. So thankfully, I also surrounded myself with people who were also similar like that. And we would like my roommates and I. We would like to drink at home. Like we didn't have to go to a house party. Like we could just have fun on our own. Like shout out to Lou and Chris and Dave and Matt. Like we had a great group of guys. And then on the other side of it, I was on student leadership. I was the vice president or
Yes,
treasurer?
you were
Was
vice
I?
president.
Oh my God, you did. You are so
that's what I
good.
found. There you go. Just wanted to make sure.
I think I started as a treasurer, but I eventually got to vice president because my girl Amanda, also shout out to Amanda, she was the president. She was president all 4 years of our class. And she was such a natural leader. She continues to be a natural leader. So you got to surround yourself with like-minded people. And I think in college, that's when it kind of clicked for me, right? Like you start to realize like who do I want to be around, and
Yeah.
who is going to be good for me in that sense.
Mhm.
And so I made sure I stuck with that.
And you have more choices now as like an adult. Now you can pick who you start hanging out with more.
You can, and it is funny though. As an adult, like once you get married, then it's kind of like your partner is your friend, and like that, and then people start having children, and then you never see them again.
Oh, tell me about it. My friends are already getting married, kids, and I'm like,
it's like it's a natural part of life, and I get that, and there's no shade, but like even like my buddy Lou, like I think the only time I see him is when we work out, like because that's the only time.
Because y'all are both busy, you know.
Yeah, he's got a wife and kid, and like that takes time, and that is important for people to create. Like I don't want kids. I have 450 every day. I don't need one at home as well. But like, it's being married is a job too. Like it's a good job.
Absolutely.
But yeah, relationships are work, right? You got to put time into it. And so that makes less time for then other relationships in your life. And that's not necessarily a bad thing either. It's just like your priorities shift as you get older. Like you're still so young. I am now 40. And when
I
you're
still can't
40,
believe that. I still can't believe that. You know, I still think you're. Well, you met me when you were my age. I'm 28. I just turned 28.
I must have been, right?
So 2012.
No, even younger, because
Oh my God, really?
I started teaching when I was 23, so 26.
Oh my God.
I met you at 26.
So I'm an old. Wow, that's weird. That's trippy.
I've known you for 14 years. That's a long time.
That's like
That's
half my life.
That's half
That's
your
half
life.
my life. Wait,
Wow. That's wild.
Crazy. That's pops, right? That's insane. I never even put two and two. You're right.
Me neither. I don't think about it like that, but now that you said, yeah, holy crap.
I mean, that is actually insane.
Here we are.
I'm just processing the numbers.
Take a moment for a second.
Oh man, that is great. 14 years of my life, I've been blessed.
More than half of your life.
Yeah.
I was able to be part of it.
I turned 20.
And that is a real joy for me.
Such a blessing. Such a blessing. How did you end up like pursuing the teaching like passion and career? Because you were an English major?
Question. I was an English major.
Yeah.
I started as a math major. I took my first calculus class.
You said.
And I said, no way. This is not happening.
Why did you pick math though? Out of
I loved math.
Really?
I did. In high school, I was really good at it. I would often tutor my friends in math.
Interesting.
Which then helped me get better at math. Like if I could teach it to somebody else, that means I knew it. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that. Like anytime you teach somebody something, like you know it inside out. And I loved it. I loved teaching them like all these math. We would do tutor sessions and just have fun with it.
Yeah,
like
and
get
you're
lots
like,
of
oh,
snacks. It's like I could do this for a living. Like this sounds really great. And I had great teachers. Like so, another shout out is Maureen Lynch.
Maureen Lynch.
You are the best. She was my English teacher, 11th grade and 12th grade.
Oh, amazing.
So to have her 2 years in a row, like she was phenomenal. She was so good. She made me fall in love with writing and reading in a way that I've never had before. So that was always in the back of my mind, like the English part of it. But I was like, math is very black and white. Like I liked that. But calculus, I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't hack it.
That's the kryptonite right there.
It was really rough.
I feel you.
Yeah, it was.
Shout out Miss Kennedy out there. You know?
AK, not girl.
That AP, I don't know how I passed that class. To be honest, you know. And now I work in tech.
Here we are. It all comes full circle.
It's so funny. I don't know either. Calculus is tough.
It was tough. I was like, no way. So I had a little like life crisis. So and then I was like, maybe I'll go into media arts. Like I've always wanted to, go into. I wanted to do what you and your brother are doing. Like I wanted to move to Hollywood and LA and do my thing, work for NBC, and like I actually had a vision board with like NBC on it.
No way, that's crazy.
I did, and then I was like, so I'll do media studies. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this either. I don't know if I enjoy it. So then eventually I found English, and I was like, this is my jam. Like I love reading, I love writing. I had that instilled in me from Miss Lynch, and I kind of ran with it. Went into teaching and never looked back. It was great. I did my student teaching at Fairfield Ward High School.
Oh, Fairfield Ward! Wow.
Fairfield, was that in your research? Did you?
I actually didn't know that one. That's okay. He's beating me now. I'll take that point.
It was a great year. It was very informative. I actually really loved teaching in Fairfield. And actually helped me where I am now. So like, obviously being in Central was very urban, an urban school, and that was very jarring. We could talk more about that when we get there. But because of my time in Fairfield and being like grown up in a suburban environment, I now teach in a school that's 50% urban, 50% suburban.
Interesting.
Which is so cool, and it's such a unique opportunity.
How do they make that work? Like, is there a scholarship program?
Actually based off a lawsuit. It's the Chef versus O'Neill lawsuit in Connecticut. You can look it up. Basically, a family in Hartford did not think that the schools in Hartford were giving equal access to their students. So through this lawsuit, the correct magnet schools were created. And part of the magnet schools is you have to keep 50% Hartford students and then 50% from the surrounding towns.
Is that why they say Greater Hartford?
Greater Hartford,
I
yeah.
see,
So we serve
I
a lot
see.
of towns.
Wow.
We have kids coming from all over the place.
That's respect.
Which
Oh
is
my
super
goodness.
cool.
Wow, that's super diverse, yeah.
Yeah, it creates a really amazing learning
melting
experience.
pot,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know that 50%.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool. It's a really fascinating. I didn't know it either. I just saw it, like, I learned it as through my orientation process, and then as you work for the district, it's super cool, and it's exactly where I want to be.
Oh my God. Did you ever envision yourself, let's say, as your last year as a pioneer, to be a dean of students?
No, never. I thought I'd be a teacher forever. In the back of my head, I was like, maybe I'll be a principal. But now that I see what my principal does, like, I definitely don't want that.
Shout out to the principals.
Shout out to the principals
Shout
out
out to
there.
them.
You are
Shout
doing...
out our boy Eric Graff. That's my homeboy right
You
there.
are doing God's work. It is.
He's still killing it out there.
He's still doing his thing. I know. It's
I don't
been
know.
a long
I'm gonna have you on the
time.
podcast, man. I don't know how you do it, man, because
I don't know if you, like, before your time. So I worked at Central for 10 years. We had, I think, 7 principals in that time.
I remember I met one before Graff, actually.
Okay, yes.
What's his name? Can't remember.
Anderson?
Yes. That was
The
right
guy
before.
who looked like Six Flags guy?
Remember
he did the dance at prom?
He did. I saw the video. Yeah. Mr. Anderson, you're the boy.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was great.
But I remember the transition, and then Graff made it so easy because I was class president, you know?
You were class president.
Yeah, right. That's why me and Preston, we held it down.
God.
I also don't know how I was blessed on that opportunity.
It's because Central Players. Your name was out there. People knew you.
Shout out
And
to
you had that personality. Got that charisma. You could be a politician.
Oh.
I would not recommend it, but you could do it.
That's the P word I'm gonna pause for, because if I was a politician, I would actually lose all of this hair. Like,
And we can't do that. We've been working
I need
too
to keep
hard.
these locks right now, okay? Headshots are too expensive to change them again, okay?
That's right, that's right.
Maybe AI, like the AI thing.
I'm sure
No,
something.
my
Yeah.
politician, no, I don't know. Yeah.
I know, but you have, like, that's where, like, you have the charisma for it, but you also have, like, the soul for it. I would just be too afraid that it would rip your soul right out, and because it changes people.
It does, yeah.
And that's a really terrible thing.
Yeah, it's the power thing. I think that's what I've realized, because when I went into college, I didn't really do like that type of leadership stuff. I was like an RA and
Yeah.
other leadership stuff, but never truly like the politics. You
No,
know?
and that's really serving people what you were doing, and that's more important than politician, because it becomes more about the power then.
Yeah, and
There's no power in being an
once it
RA,
goes, yeah, exactly. I couldn't do anything, to be honest. Like
But you
what?
were helping people.
Exactly. No, and that's what I really love about like those, like you said, like the orientation leader stuff, and
Yeah.
you just help that one person. It can really like, impact the whole
That is
their
what it's
whole
all about.
experience, and then it impacts their community and everything. And
It does. To think about this, we're in LA right now. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but the fact that you are here and doing your thing, like, to be just a smidgen responsible for that, like, that is amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, tiny part.
not a smidge, okay?
It's a tiny part.
A lot of it. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
a lot of it. But after you got your master's degree right after though.
Yeah, so everything.
You're quick, man. You're.
So that was the other part that Sacred Heart was great. They were like, you come here, you'll get your master's degree in 1 year. So like I kind of started
that's
it
amazing.
before I finished
Yeah.
my undergrad. I was taking graduate classes already. It's really great. Sacred Heart has a wonderful, like, I'm not being paid for this.
Yeah. But he can, you know, his bank account if you want to hook up.
Yeah, definitely. Or just hire me,
You know?
please. I would love to teach teachers. That would be like, we'll talk more about that later.
my God. That's awesome.
But yeah, I went right into master's program, and then a couple years later, I got my 6th year degree, also at Sacred Heart. So all my degrees are from Sacred Heart University.
Shoe, right? This is what people
Shoe.
S-H-U.
That always bothered me for
I
some
know, I'm
reason.
like
shoe.
I always think of this shoe.
Yeah,
I like
shoe.
shoe.
Or like the shoe you're wearing.
Or the shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it the Pioneers, by the way? Does anybody know that?
I don't know that. I probably should, but
Don't worry. I don't know the history. Fairfield, we
Pioneers.
have a stag.
yeah, you guys were the
Yeah.
Stags. I think
Did
they
tell you
called
I
us.
was the stag one time.
You were
Couple
the
times?
Stag?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
That's amazing. 'Cause
I
I was the Cresskill Cougar in high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's my
Mascots
boy.
unite.
Mascot. Hey, it was a funny job. You
It
learn
was a
lot.
funny job.
Yeah, I liked it because for this one, I feel like I'm spoiling all the stuff, but I don't work there anymore. But there's like maybe like 10 students that sign up, and then there's like one
Got it.
manager. She's like, all right, we have event this time X to whatever.
Yeah.
Who can show up? And I'm like, oh,
I'll
I'll
take
go. So I've done like soccer games are the best because it's so warm. I'm chilling. I'm dancing, bopping around. No one really bothers me because everyone's too cold.
Did you ever find that like when you were posing for pictures, you were still smiling?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, nobody knows.
He just called me out.
I did the same. I'd be like cheesing and like, oh, no one can see me.
I could literally go like,
yeah. I could be like Debbie Downer. Nobody would know.
I know, yeah. I was like, but like basketball games were probably the worst because of how hot.
Oh God, I can only imagine. It gets real hot in there.
It's insane. And then they want you to like bust them
do
down.
all the things.
All the things. Like chase the ball. I'm like, all right. I'm sorry. This is when I go Hollywood on them.
You want me to get on that trampoline and do a slam dunk? No.
I'm okay. I'm good. The best ones though, I've done like a career fair or like those fair events.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, exactly. Because I used to be very scared as a kid, like with clowns. Arnold can tell. I used to hide. Do you remember Hometown Buffet?
Oh yeah.
They had the bee as the mascot.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Maybe I'm the reason they got kicked out. But there's like a big bumblebee, like a Honey Nut Cheerios guy.
Okay, all right.
As a mascot.
No, thank you.
I was scared. I used to hide underneath when it was my birthday. Chuck E. Cheese, hid underneath. Ronald McDonald, we had a birthday?
Yeah.
Underneath.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing this small little kid being scared of Lucas the Stag as I'm Lucas. So I'm like trying my hardest to, try to crack because I'm like,
it's okay.
Yeah, I was like, I know how you feel.
I know.
And then I finally got the cute little boy like to hug my leg. It was so cute. I don't know how. It was.
You made a connection. You changed a kid's mind and perspective.
Fun. But also being a mascot, I used to mess around with all my friends. I'm like,
I got in trouble because I used to take the Cresco Cougar tail. I would put it through my legs and then spin it around. And the band director was like, "Do not ever do that again."
He's a theater kid right here. You know?
That's the theater kid.
That's the theater kid brain right there.
You just got to make people laugh. Like that is another part of that. Like,
I wish I could find footage of that because that sounds hilarious. I would do
this was pre-social media days.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
My high school, we didn't even have, the iPhone wasn't even out yet. That's how old I am.
How young you are, of course.
You.
Shout out to the Cougar. But theater, talking about theater, when did you fall in love with theater and the arts?
Theater.
Yeah.
So I remember, I loved theater growing up. I was in A Midsummer Night's Dream. It was my first show in 6th grade. The only reason I wanted to do it is because the character got to say ass twice.
Wow.
So I was like,
once, but
twice. And as a 6th grader, you're like, I can say this in front of my teachers and not get in trouble.
In Jersey too? Come on now.
Yep, please. So I was on it. And then I was like, oh, I kind of really like this.
Yeah,
this is
addicting.
Fun. It is addicting. Like once you get that, like the reaction and the crowd, like it's awesome. So I did that in 6th grade, and then in high school, I was really mad at myself. I didn't do the play 7th grade, and I saw all my friends doing it, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Why did I not do it? It was Oklahoma. Not my favorite show, but...
no shade, Oklahoma.
No shade, Oklahoma. I mean, the revival.
If you want free tickets, though, hook them up.
Absolutely.
When it comes back.
We got it. I mean, we got to give it props. It's Rodgers and Hammerstein. Without Oklahoma, we would not have the musicals we have today. So, like, I will give credit.
But he's going to stand on his opinion, okay?
But it's still not my favorite. So, and then I think we did Crazy for You after that. But, like, then I did all the musicals after that.
Oh, my God. You did a lot. Man.
And we didn't do straight plays, which kind of irked my soul. Like, I was never a great singer. I wish we did plays like we did. Like,
I'm glad you did, because I can't sing for crap, man.
Well, you came at a really good time, because I stopped doing musicals, I think, right after you came.
It was perfect time. Because like, I've only sang like at church, like, doing worship leader stuff, so it's mainly guiding people to sing.
Sure, yeah.
But never being like,
a solo.
Where are the I'm like, no.
It's vibrato.
Yeah, it's vibrato. Maybe if I like really trained, but it's just, so shout out to the people that are in musicals, like everybody, all levels. I'm talking, middle school, high school, of course, Broadway. It's so hard. People don't realize like the amount of hours you have to put in, the craft, the time you have to like, your voice box is...
You have to take care of your body like it's nobody's business.
You're an athlete.
Yes, that is your job.
Goddamn athlete, you know?
It's a lot of work.
It's insane. So I looked out. I can't find it. I can't imagine.
But it's true for just acting too, right? Like, you have to take care of your body, because without it, if you're not showing up, if you're not your best self, you're not going on stage, and then what?
Hey, that's so true, man. There was a couple times I almost lost my voice for a couple shows. I remember the faces of anger. I never see his like disappointed dad look, where she's like, what did you do? Yeah, the vein. You're taking me back. It's coming.
The vein's coming out.
You're like, what do you mean you can't say it out loud? You know? What do you mean? It's Tech Week. We have to.
Oh
I mean,
my
because some of the
God.
plays we did were like very like
I mean,
intense.
Prospect Heights, you
Oh
were
my.
screaming.
That was a fun one.
That was a lot of fun.
Ooh, I have goosebumps thinking about that.
I
Regional
know.
premiere, right? That was our.
That was the region. We had an off-Broadway premiere, and that
was
amazing.
insane.
Yeah,
That was just
super
like-
cool. We were in BroadwayWorld.com.
Yeah,
They
you
did
guys
an
can check
article
it
on
out.
us.
That was
That's
oh my
right.
God, that you're taking. I have goosebumps thinking about it. That was such
It was
a.
so cool.
And that story was so crazy because of like the parallels between like Central High School and
Yes.
Prospect High, Brooklyn. Yeah.
And that was part of it. They wanted like real urban schools
Mm-hmm.
to produce this show and put our own kind of spin on it, and we did.
Oh my God.
We crushed it. You guys crushed it.
You made it. You made it easy. If you could give a little blurb on that play specifically, of like for people that have never heard of it or like want to check it out, what would you say is like a good little summary?
Yeah, Prospect High, Brooklyn. It was based on real events, from what I understand. It was when a kid was stabbed in his high school. Just like these acts of violence. But then in the media, they tried to portray the kids as just violent and menacing.
yeah.
But then
Just
the play,
like mindless. Yeah.
mindless. But like the play looks at all the events that led up to it, and like you can tell it's not mindless.
Of
like
course.
there was a lot of bullying, a lot of teasing. There was transphobia.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
I mean, that was
like,
a lot in 2015.
I know,
think,
that was
2015,
very
16,
progressive.
Yeah.
Like we're talking things that we're dealing with today, back in 2015. It was really cool. I really hope they're still producing it. I don't know what happened to like the lifespan of that, but hopefully it's still out there making its rounds.
I know. If you need a revival,
Now I kind of want to look.
I know, right? If you need a revival, I need a shave.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember your character's name. Do you remember?
Devin.
Devin. I was gonna say Kevin.
Yeah.
There we go. Devin. Yeah.
I think also mine was unique because I was, I'm Asian, guys. If you guys haven't watched the Patty Show, episode 100,
You are?
what?
Wait, I did not sign up.
Yeah, everyone hears my voice and they don't think I'm Asian. I've had people think I'm black. Shout out to my black brothers and sisters out there. Bridgeport represent. But I remember like the specific costume choices.
Yes.
Snapback behind the head, sagging.
Yes. These are all in the script. It was like these are suggested costumes.
So we did it.
We did it.
And you see, the Asian kid.
And it was
doing
so
a little...
different from who you were as a person. So that was like the real challenge for you.
It was insane. It was completely different, honestly. But what helped me a lot, I don't know if I explained this to you, but before I moved to Indonesia, I went to Black school, also in Bridgeport.
Yes. Yeah.
So I did get bullied for being Asian, but I took a lot of that material.
Channeled it.
And then they
You
channeled
never told me that.
Yeah, crazy. Like I was a super chubby Asian kid, only Asian one. And then I moved to Indonesia again, and I'm bullied for being too American. And then, so it's like...
You can never be enough for people.
So I channeled that a lot for like Devin's character, because obviously we're not justifying him like stabbing somebody.
No, never,
But like understanding the character, especially for like actors. We talked about on the previous episode about like method. Method people think it's just like, I'm gonna have to
all the time do this.
hardcore. But it's like actually channeling certain things
Seeking
in your
lived
life.
experiences.
Absolutely. So I kind of channeled those moments. I'm like, okay, what would I do if instead of me like staying chill, I did like flip a guy one time, like flip the WWE. I watched a lot of that stuff.
Oh, my husband loves the WWE.
I know, yeah, I love that kind of stuff. So I might have flipped a guy or two in middle school, but he's okay. That's my homeboy, Anthony, my boy. We're friends after that. It's Guy.
It works.
But like, I remember channeling those like emotions, those moments for like the character, and then obviously like hearing how people talk with the more urban slang.
Yeah.
Helped channel the thing. And I remember having my friends in front row on like the right side where I have like that big blowout, see whoever yelling and then just walking past, and they're like trying to like wave at me, and I'm just like full on like
you're in the moment.
I'm like so pissed off, and they're just like whispering like, this guy is possessed.
And isn't that the cool thing about acting? Like you're in that character, but you're also at the very same time acknowledging like, oh my God, they're really enjoying this. Like you're in two different minds at the same time.
That one really like, I felt it because I could see it with my peripheral, and then with this one, since like we miss our black boxes.
I
my
love the
goodness,
Black Box Theater.
Beautiful.
That was our home.
Oh my, that our home.
Yeah.
But it's like such a compact space that the exiting the stage was literally going into the audience.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically, just going straight through.
There was no exit.
And then I'm in the back with like the tech, and I'm just still trying to stay in character. And oh man, that was a really good production. You're taking me back. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
But Almost Maine, we got to talk about that one. That's the debut, low key.
That was the debut.
Tell me why you picked me, because I'm curious.
That's a great question. I don't know. You were in my class, I think, at that point, right?
Yep.
So I had already known that you were dependable, and you could do the work, because not everybody can. and you were funny. You fit the character, because the character, if I recall, like he was just like, he was in love with this girl, right? And like would do anything for her. He got her name tattooed on his arm. You just had that willingness and that drive, and you still do. Like there was something about it where I was like, this is a perfect fit for you. And it's an ensemble piece, right? So like I had to pick kids and put kids where I thought their talent and themselves would shine through, and I think it did for you. I really think that you fit that character well. Was it Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy,
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Jimmy. And then shout out to my co-star Camille as Villian, right? Villian.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much fun, man. Because I think the character is like, you know, a little drunk in the bar or whatever, and then sees his ex-girlfriend like getting married or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know if I'm spoiling it, but
or
like,
I think it was like her wedding night or like
something like that.
Some
Something like
party maybe.
Yeah, but the ensemble is fun because it's basically set like in Maine, and then there's like a lot of love stories that are happening like simultaneously.
At that point, I was ready, because I think that was the first play I did where I was like, I'm not doing a musical anymore. I was just burnt out, like, because as a director, I was for doing the musicals, I was the director, the choreographer.
Oh my God!
Thank God for Sheena Graham. Thank you, Miss Graham. She did all the music for my musicals. I couldn't do without her. But it's a lot of work to do a musical. Like I see what my teachers do now to put on a musical. I'm like, so I was like, I'm ready to do a smaller piece, like an ensemble piece, and it was the perfect like segue. And then do you remember the superintendent came to watch us, and like that's when we started to really get traction.
Yeah,
and she's like, you are doing great work, like all together, not just me. It's like all of us, right?
I know. I mean, you're right. Oh my God, you're taking me back. And we had it was so good. Like this guy did everything. This is such a hard thing. Like the casting too it was a perfect team because everyone like went well together. Like
we
the
meshed
cast parties.
really
We were just
well.
having so much fun, man.
I had so much fun.
Too much fun. Shout out to everyone out there. Big cast. I miss everybody. It's been a long time.
Really
I think we ended up doing like a cast party at someone's place after.
Guys.
I remember that. That
makes
been a while.
me happy.
Yeah.
Because I used to do cast parties when I was in high school, and like I would hope that you guys did something like that.
It was a really tight knit group. And
do you remember I was in the show?
Wait, when was this one?
Somebody, I can't remember. Somebody dropped out at the very last minute, and then me and Amy had to do the scene together.
Oh my God!
Thank God it was not a romantic scene, because that would have been very upsetting.
I remember now.
Yeah, and it was a great. It worked out well. We did its thing, but
it's showbiz. Shout out to Amy. It's showbiz. Just improv.
Yeah, you got to do it, right?
And then speaking of improv, man, whose line is it anyway? This guy put me on. Those theater classes, I've had so much, man. Just a little bit of yes and. I take some.
Yes and.
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
It helped me pass my Groundlings audition, by the way.
Stop it! Get out of here!
I still need to take a class. I've been too busy.
But hey, you got
UCB
in.
also. I'm taking some classes there.
Congratulations!
It's so fun.
That makes me happy.
I know. But like I'm telling you, all those lessons, I was on fire when they were doing it.
You were so good. You loved to do it, and like you made the other kids who were like hesitant to get up there and do it, like you made it look so much fun that they just joined you, and that was the goal.
It's
like,
so fun.
It's obviously it's not easy to do.
Oh yeah.
But I was sitting there one day and I was like, you know what, this would be a great exercise for kids to do, and have fun. We did it every Friday, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
And we had the index cards, and we would just pick random the game, and then you guys would get up and do it. And it was fun.
Like the alphabet one. Oh my God.
The different prop ones that we did.
I did love though when people like, let's say you're usually checked out on Friday.
Yeah.
But the second they play the game, they're like checked in.
They were in it.
And they're like too competitive. I'm like, all right, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go to whose line is it anyway. But they were like in it.
And I think it was because it wasn't so much about like, I want this for myself, but like it was the connection that we were building,
and the community.
Yes, it was all about the community.
It was so fun because we had like a mix of so many people for that class. I remember specifically, like,
oh my God, we had 9 through 12. We had magnet, non-magnet.
Some people were athletes. Some people just were there just to get the credit.
There were people who were just put in there because they had a hole in their schedule. But we all came together.
Oh my God, yeah, those were really good moments. Man.
Those were the best. Those were really. I do miss that the most about teaching.
I know. Entertainment really and like teaching brings people together.
It does.
You know.
It does. It really does.
The superintendents love it, you know?
Yes, shout out to Fran Rabinowitz. Love you.
I think you remember this one, though.
Uh-oh.
We went to the Board of Education to perform something.
We did. Almost Maine. They invited us to come because the superintendent wanted to recognize us in front of the board at a board meeting, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" So as a cast, we went, right. We did it. I think we did one scene.
Yeah,
I can't remember which scene we did.
We went to a Wendy's after. You remember that?
We went to Wendy's afterward. Frosties for everybody.
Frosties, what a fun time.
Yeah, because it was right down the road from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh my god, you're bringing me back.
I know. But there was another time too. We performed. It was me, Iceland, Aria. You remember that?
Was that
during the Death Trap era?
That was Death Trap.
Yes, it was for. I'm gonna be real with you. I forgot what we did, but I remember specifically doing something.
I do not remember that.
I have a picture that I'll show you after because
Okay.
I also really want to know what it was because I might use that monologue because it was like something where I'm like, my hands are like this.
Death Trap was phenomenal.
Oh, let's talk about that one. Yeah, you're right. That one was a crazy one.
You improv. Remember the foyer line? I still think about that. It's still in my mind. In the foyer.
Foyer?
Yeah, foyer. You're like, what? How do I say this?
Foyer. Oh my god. How do you even say it, guys? How do you spell it? F-O?
I think Foyer. So is it foyer or foyer?
Leave it in the comments. Whoever's right, I'll give you a thumbs up. How about that? You know
what? This is really good. Let's see what people say.
I want to know
because sure.
I have never used that word in a long time.
I think when you're homosexual, it's foyer, and I think everyone else is foyer.
Well, I will still call it foyer. You know, how about that? You know, my father. I'm kidding.
Thank you.
Death Trap.
That was
talk about a crazy.
What a great, first of all, great script. When I read it, I was like, this is genius.
Phenomenal.
Ira Levin, great job writing that. That was so good. And then you embodied that character. I can't remember his name, but
Sydney, bro.
Sydney. That's
my
right.
boy, Sydney, yeah.
And I remember, one of my favorite things I remember deeply is like, the ending of Act 1, we timed it to music. So we were a little musical, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
And I needed you to look up at the last note. And then we blacked out as soon as you looked up, and it was like, you are a devious person. And like,
I know.
It was, I'm getting the goosebumps too. Because it was perfect the way it was done, and you timed it perfectly. I'll never forget directing you through that. Like, that was such a cool scene.
I mean, you also the jump from a small little cameo with Jimmy to that.
Yeah, you went from a small scene, an ensemble, to then full-blown lead actor.
Which, that character was so complex, because if no one has ever, like, watched or heard of Death Trap, this guy, something wrong with Sydney.
You have to be a comedian, you have to be serious, you have to be villainous, you had to do all the things.
It was all the layers, because he was, like, devious, but also you felt sympathy for him, because he's like a...
You did feel
he was like a washed writer, you know?
Yeah,
like,
and you just wanted to hit, like... Good for him, but you did it. You covered all of those bases, and like that was your true blossoming. Like you really came on your own there, and that was a beautiful thing to see, and it was really a highlight of my life.
Well, I'm so grateful for the opportunity, first of all, because that was, like I said, when the script was insane. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I memorized all that, guys.
And there were so many monologues, too. Like, he was constantly talking. He was a writer.
Yeah, so and then all the props that he would be holding.
Oh, my God. Do you remember that set of all those weapons?
I was just about to say that, you know, without any spoilers. Let's just say there was a
lot of weapons.
There was some choreo, too.
Thank goodness. Yes, there was some fight combat. Thank goodness around Halloween time, because I went to Party City and Spirit Halloween for all the props.
They're like, excuse me, sir.
What are you doing?
You're going to the wrong store. We can go to the store next door.
Oh my God. That was such a great show.
That was a great person. Shout out
Definitely
to the
one of my favorite ones to do. Yeah.
But that's also, that, like you said, like that was probably the moment I was like, wow, I love this.
And
I love this.
I hope that's when you saw to yourself too, that like, I can do this. Like, and I'm good at this. Like, you did it all. Like, it wasn't a one-note character by any means, right? And then was Prospect High after that?
Yes, it was right after, because we had a little gap.
We had a little gap.
Because Death Trap was such a big production.
Oh my God.
That was so much.
It was massive. But then to go from that character to then this other character who's the opposite of you, like you were doing character Olympics.
I mean, I had a great director, mentor through it all. And also, like, that was that was another moment in my life where I just had to be ready because I was originally the understudy.
Really? Oh my God, I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
I don't.
We had someone else be Sydney Brawl originally, long hair as well.
Who?
Our boy Gabe.
Gabe! Yes. Oh my God. Because he did Blythe Spirit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm taking you back.
You are taking me back. Holy
I don't remember the whole details, but all I remember was understood? And he
I think life was getting too much for him, and he didn't want to quit. He was like, I just can't do it. And I was like, no problem, right?
Yeah.
And then like you jumped in
head
first.
I was.
Wow, you're really bringing me back.
I know that was a crazy one. Just because like I remember that moment, and I was like kind of in a surreal kind of state.
You're like, is this happening?
I'm like, I was Jimmy before. Hold on, I was just being understudied just for backup. I'm like, I don't know if I was ready for this, to be honest.
You were ready. Clearly, you were ready, and it was meant to be. And this is one of those things in life where I really do think everything happens for a reason. And I know that sounds cheesy and hokey, but like, I do think that if you're open to it, and the universe delivers when it needs to.
I think that's the biggest like thing I've always stood by. Like, the opportunities will come. You just got to be ready, and
you got to be ready.
When you're ready, you'll see. And then that happened.
It is very true, and like that, you lived it, so you have that experience too.
I always recall to that. So like whenever I get like auditions right now, and I'm like, oh, I'm not hearing anything. I'm like, okay,
it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's
let it go.
Yeah.
Do control what you can, like doing the podcast for 100 episodes straight. So blessed,
So blessed.
Control what you can.
Yeah.
And then when the time comes, just hope that you're ready, and most likely you are, because of the central players, discipline,
and the life experience that you lived, right?
I mean, it's tough doing those productions, like, dealing with, I was still working at Sakura at the time too.
Yeah.
And then like family stuff, and then school, and then
you were balancing a lot.
But having a great support system, like I'm telling you,
that is key. You need a support system.
That helped a lot, and it was such a great like escape. I don't even want to say just escape, because it was like also part of my, it was like such a.
It was, but it is an escape, and I think that's what draws people to theater and acting in general. Like, you get to leave your world behind for a little while. And that's important.
I know. Theater has blessed my life, honestly, because also, shout out to Mr. Zimmerman out there, our homeboy.
Zimmerman.
He hooked me up with Connecticut Free Shakespeare that summer, I think, after Death Trap.
Yes.
Because I think he saw me in Death Trap. And,
yes. And he was like, this is it. It's a fit.
Yeah, and it was perfect. Shout out to everyone.
It was your first networking event.
Yeah, I know. That literally was. And then I did all the outdoor Shakespeare stuff.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, man. Shout out to them out there. I miss them. And then, Prospect High was that fall my senior year.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, that production was...
That was a great way to go out.
That was with a bang.
With a bang.
Literally.
Literally.
You guys have to check that out.
No
do we have
spoilers.
any like clips or recordings?
I have just like, remember I used to make the slideshows like set to music? I think I have that on YouTube. I gotta share that with you. Yeah.
It's taking me back all those good memories, and everything.
Great
like that,
memories.
Yeah. And then we had one more show, 12 Angry Men. 12 Angry Jurors.
That was your last one.
That was the last one.
Yes, 12 Angry Jurors.
Yes.
You and Iceland were like doing your thing up there.
That was fun.
You guys were battling it out. That was another one where there was a lot of yelling.
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling, and also like the terminology, because they're like...
Yeah, a lot of law stuff.
I was like...
And you had to have that whole diagram on the side.
Yeah, I was like... Guys,
oh my
who gave me
gosh.
this,
But again, you were the lead there. You led and it was an ensemble piece. So this was like taking everything that you'd already like known at that point.
It was a first
ensemble acting,
circle,
and then the lead roles, and then putting it all together.
It helped a lot. It was literally like full circle, because I'm like, okay, I remember how I felt in the ensemble. Like, you have to be a team player.
Gotta be a team
player. I always give this example of, I can't remember what scene it was, but sometimes people forget their lines, right?
Yeah.
Not to sound like a diva or whatever.
You're going up.
But you have to like make it natural. Like, let's say the line is, "Where's mom?" And then I don't have the line, but you have the line, and you don't know what the next line is, and you're quiet. So I'm like, man, I need some pot pie. I feel like mom
homemade.
Yes, I feel like mom would make some good pot pie.
Oh, where's mom?
Thank you. Etsy. Like, you kind of have to just...
You do. And you learned that through our improv work, and you learned that through...
It all worked together.
And it did, and you guys worked out all the time. You remember, how I would always pace in the back? Like, I was always getting so nervous. But you guys always pulled it off every time.
That was a fun one, too. And then I ended up doing half a day at law school, LMU.
Wow.
Just for fun. One of my personal training clients, shout out to my boy Gary. He just retired. Congrats to him.
Congratulations.
He teaches criminal law, actually. Yeah. So I went to say hi for one of the classes, and I realized I'm not going to law school. Nope. Because they were speaking another language.
Yeah, it is another language.
So I don't know how my high school self was like, yes, and then the trajectory of I'm like, okay.
But you made it seem believable. And that's the best part. Because you weren't yourself. And you weren't studying something like to be Patrick. You were this character. And so you gave yourself over and you delivered.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I also, it's coming back. Remember the playwriting class and the festival? I forgot about that one.
I do.
Because I always put it in the back of memory because Some of the scenes are kind of like,
oh God, some of them were a little tone deaf.
I was like, who greenlit this?
It was me. But like the other part of that was
Yes.
I just wanted you guys to have a space to write and be free. Like I never wanted to stifle you guys creatively. And if that meant either like ridiculous scenes or offensive scenes or
Like,
just
you remember the scene Anthony had a wig
oh my God,
randomly? I just
no.
okay. Hold on. Was it him or me? Oh no. Okay. I think if I remember this correctly, I forgot whose play this was, but I had a wig maybe.
Oh my God.
Somebody had a wig.
Now you don't need
I know
one.
I don't need a wig because I don't remember. I just remember someone had a wig, and there's just a lot happening.
There was a lot happening, and they were wacky, those scenes, but like I needed you guys to have that experience of like, you know, how to write something, how to produce it. I really was just giving you guidance, but I wanted you to see the hard work it took to go from an idea to the stage. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think you had the perfect balance of it because I kind of already knew like your teaching style, but seeing people that have never taken your class or whatever, like you gave the right amount of here's what I would recommend without being like
Do this.
dictator. Like, hey man, we're not gonna have that wig on stage. Like,
Hey, if you want to have that wig, go for it.
do whatever you want.
Do you?
Because I wish there's footage of that because now it's like kind of like
I'm
in the
sure
pick of-
somebody's
yeah,
gotta
someone-
have it somewhere.
If someone has it, put it on the comments, please, because I gotta see some of those clips. Because I'm like, I feel like I'm tripping. It was like a fever dream sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
some of those scenes were fever dreams, so it was something.
Shout out to the people. But
Those were good times, though.
yeah, that's the theme. You know, you believing in all the amazing people. More flowers to you, like
Oh,
you said.
please.
You believed in me. You believed in everybody out there, and a lot of interesting but very good work was like put out there, and everyone's killing it right now. So
And that's how you got to start, right? Like, if you don't believe in it, like, you got to start somewhere. You got to believe in the people you work with, the people that you help lead, and that's where you go. And
I
that magic happens.
magic happens, and you put the passion in. That's why you were top 4 finalists for Connecticut Teacher of the Year, right?
I was a finalist.
Which you know,
yes.
I need. Let's do the vote again. Okay.
Well, so the woman I lost to is actually a congresswoman for Connecticut now, Johanna Hayes, doing a great job for the state of Connecticut.
Political.
I'll actually be seeing her soon.
Okay, shout out to her.
I'm now the secretary for the Connecticut State Teacher of the Year semi-finalist advisory
Isn't that
committee.
crazy?
So that's new.
That
thing
is
for me.
actually crazy.
That is new, yes. But it's great. That it was talking about connections. Like, it's a great organization to be involved with. You don't go into teaching for accolades, right? You go into it for the love of the job and to help people develop. And to get recognized, that's always a bonus.
Well, it seems like you didn't, but I'm telling you, when I listed all the accolades, I was like, hold up. Wait a minute, sir. I was like, boom, 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 boom.
Just got lucky.
Oh my goodness. And before we continue on all the other future stuff, we forgot about our boy, Dr. Crandall. How does he fit in all of this? My homeboy.
Oh my goodness.
The Connecticut Writing Project.
Yes.
Yes. You're what is your position there?
So I first was a fellow of the Connecticut Writing Project, and then I was a teacher. I don't know, what would you call me, Brian? It's like
Liaison?
Liaison, yes. I was a connected learning liaison, I think.
Yes. I believe that's what the title was.
And then I
Something
helped
similar adjacent
teach
to that. Yeah.
and then eventually I taught the Project Citizen writing class, and I developed that with Brian, and that was to get kids politically involved with writing and to just write with a purpose and a passion, like develop something that politically drives them, and to write about it. And like, that was really important to me because we live in a crazy world right now, and it's really important to stand up for your beliefs, but also to express them the right way, right? It's easy to go on social media and tell everyone F you,
Yeah,
you're
rants.
wrong.
Twitter
Yeah,
is
right.
crazy, especially
Like,
now. It's like no holds barred.
totally.
Yeah.
But now you need like etiquette and how to communicate and write is more important than ever.
Yeah.
You need to hear
Absolutely.
someone out, even if you don't agree with them, and be able to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I think so that developing that class with Brian
Yeah,
at the
it's
Connecticut
awesome.
Writing Project, Fairfield University,
Yes.
was awesome. And yeah, he got me to a lot of those awards. Like, he helped me be recognized as a great teacher, which he helped me develop as a teacher. So I could not have done this without Brian. Thank you so much for
Of
bringing
course,
me up.
Dr. Crandall. I'm gonna
Dr.
have
Crandall.
you on the show too,
Oh,
man.
he's gonna love this.
I know. I'll miss the homeboy. He always sends me the the birthday videos that he
Oh
sends.
my god, he always makes the birthday videos. That's just like his thing.
That's his thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
This guy, yeah.
This guy.
The first year I was like, damn, he sent me a custom video. And I'm like, I'm calling you out, my boy, okay? Next time I want a specific Patty show one, okay? All right? Watching this episode, maybe clipping this part and then send me that.
There you go.
Know?
Perfect.
It is funny though, because he does all the filters though.
He sure does.
Oh man,
That's his version of tech.
I know. But that's the beauty of having like a support system, like you said, mentors that are there for you, friends that are like gonna defend you till the day, even when like this guy is so humble. You and me are so like, I can't take the praise. It's the hardest thing.
It's hard.
But you need people to be like, hey, Shaun Mitchell, he's him.
Yes.
Okay? You
Brian,
need that.
Brian did that. That without a doubt. I needed that. So thank you, Brian.
An advocate right there.
Yes.
An advocate, man.
Yes.
Like I said, if I could have voted for you, I would have voted for you. I would have made a whole show about it. I'm like, this is racism. This is
not right.
This is racism. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
No, never.
And then now transitioning, dean of students.
Yeah.
What does a day-to-day look like for a dean of students, man?
It's a great day-to-day. I am an administrator for the 11th and 12th grade, so I oversee like the discipline part of things, which isn't my favorite part, but I actually do. I do like it because so theater, it's become full circle. Like improv and theater has helped me connect with people. And like, there are no bad kids. I don't believe that. I think behavior obviously comes from somewhere. And as an actor, you have to study behavior, right?
Yeah.
Like, why do people act the way that they act? That lens has helped me in this role so much. Because when I have a kid acting out, or he just told a teacher to go F himself, like, where did that come from? That didn't because like
from the ether, you know, it's just
it started this morning when he had a fight at home with like mom or something. Like it came from somewhere. And so I can identify and connect with kids, and then we do restorative conversations. Like it's easy to feel heated in the moment and do something.
Yeah.
It's harder to reflect, apologize, own your behavior, and then move on. And so that I try, that's the crux of my work. As a dean, I try to help kids understand their behaviors, the impact of their behaviors, and how we move on from it. Just because you told someone to go F themselves doesn't mean like your high school career's over or that people think poorly of you. Like, it was a bump in the road. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving, own up to it, and figure it out after, you know?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out together.
So I love it. It's amazing. And it's a performing arts school, so it's right up my alley.
I know, that's actually perfect. When I saw it, I was like,
yes.
So you found it on LinkedIn, or how does that work?
I found it on ctreap.com or .org.
For all the educators out there,
thank you, CT Reap. It got me there.
We're getting sponsored by them right now.
We sure are. And then in a weird full circle moment, the principal who hired me, I had met him 8 years prior through Brian Crandall because he was a writing project person.
This is why you have to like keep those bridges open.
You just gotta, you gotta be open to the universe because it does. Even weirder, there was a day I was driving to either Six Flags somewhere in Massachusetts, and I passed the Greater Hartford Academy of the Arts.
You're lying. Just
randomly. I guess it's off of 91, so you can see it off the highway. It's that big dome. I don't know if you remember driving through.
Oh, okay, we're back. Sorry, technical difficulties. Episode 100. It's all good. Dean of Students. You did a lot of great stuff out here. Let's talk about our talking points. We could talk forever, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So the first talking point on passion. What helps people become who they're meant to be?
I think, as we talked a lot today, is like community is big, but having mentors and having somebody who believes in you is key, right? Like I talked about a lot of people who got me to where I am. So having community and surrounding yourself with people that believe in you, that is key.
I mean, this man believes in me. He believes in all the Setiadis.
I do.
You're the best. We're so grateful to have you on the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, that's why the second talking point on pleasure, connection, I feel like we talked about this a lot, kind of teasing about relationships and everything.
Yeah.
But what makes a relationship meaningful?
You need to believe that the person that you're in the relationship with, whether it's a partner, whether it's a coworker, a friend, has the belief in you and you have that belief in them. And I think it's like communication, trust, those are all obvious, right? But like that belief in each other is a missing ingredient a lot of the times. And just knowing that you have each other's back, that is key, I think.
Absolutely. And it applies to all the relationships, you know?
It does. And then as an actor and a director, like that's where it develops, right? Like you got to know you trust each other and that you can believe in each other. That goes beyond just trust.
Yeah. Even if he's pacing and has the little
the vein,
vein,
when the vein comes
he
out,
still trusts us.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Yes.
And the third talking point on positivity, legacy. Okay. What do you hope lives on after you? Shaun Mitchell.
You're doing it. You are the legacy, right? Like, so like, I hope that I've taught thousands of kids over 10 years, and even more so as the dean of students. Like, I want, at least if I can impart some kind of inspiration where you're doing your thing, which you are, like that, I've done my job, and like that is my legacy, and it just makes me happy. It brings me goosebumps. It's like,
you got me teary-eyed on the episode 100.
yeah, and you're doing what I set out to do as an educator. So thank you for doing what you do. You're making me really proud.
I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for coming to the Patty Show, episode 100, y'all.
100.
Can't believe it. Cheers to 100 more. We'll get more with all the other teachers out there, all the educators, all the amazing people that have impacted our lives. And this is what it's all about, passion, pleasure, positivity. And like I said, more flowers to you. I know you and me are similar. We can't take the praise, but I'm so grateful. Like, every time I tell people like why I moved here, you're one of the big reasons. I can't even say it with a straight face.
That makes me
like,
happy.
legitimately, you believed me when, I don't know, I felt like I was lost for a while because of, like, family stuff. We're still kind of dealing with it, and growing up, being the oldest, having the responsibility to, feed the family, but also find the balance of pursuing my passion is probably one of the hardest things. But you always reminded me that I was capable, and here we are, episode 100.
And you're still capable.
I'm glad I could finally give my flowers to you. This podcast wouldn't be anything without Shaun Mitchell, Mr. Mitchell himself. For real, like, seriously. I'm pursuing my passions. I have the support. Even though we barely see each other, I feel the energy from you, like,
Always.
miles away. And
Yes.
maybe we get that trip to Indonesia soon.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll plan it soon. What's next for you, and where can we find you? LinkedIn, maybe, for the people that want to be
LinkedIn for
educators out there?
I'll be running the Disney World Marathon in January.
Oh, my goodness. Good
Super
luck.
excited.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Disney World, that Orlando.
In Orlando.
Okay,
yes.
okay. I'm so bad. I only know.
Super excited.
I don't think I've even been to Disneyland.
That's right.
It's
No worries.
too expensive out there. Well, good luck with that. We're so grateful. Patty Show Podcast on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We got more episodes coming, more fire. We're so grateful for you. We usually like to end with a little bow and an arigato. So whenever you're ready, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Arigato.
Thanks, everybody. Episode 100. Woo!
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySettiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.